The treacherous south door of the temple of man is the stage upon which is played his life's drama. The ancients symbolized this activity by water, because it is never at rest. Water is the symbol of the mind, which we put off at death, as we would a garment, reclothing ourselves with a new mind at each reincarnation. We find the mind a most difficult asset to master, and through it the serpent succeeds easily in leading us astray. A change of mind, a baptism by water in the Aquarian age is recommended to us by the initiates of old, a change that will restore the reign of Virgo, the divine maid. This constellation is the waterman pouring out water freely upon the earth, a baptism of the human race, if you will. Further reminders of the great drama are given in the decans of Aquarius, as in the southern fish drinking in more mind at the stream of wisdom. You see, the fish was the first sign of the early church, but was superseded by the cross, though women, too, played a leading part in the legends and parables of the Nazarene. The famous white steed, Pegasus, as the second decan, speeds with the good news of the drinking of wisdom that shall result in the return of the divine maid, the restoration of esoteric science, and the arcane mysteries by which alone man is enabled to attain to the ultimate. You see, they believe that man himself will become God. The third decan is the white swan flying, with the cross on its breast. Interpreted by arcane science, this teaches us that in the Aquarian age, man will accept the truth, establish his godlike inheritance, free himself from the domination of evil, eliminate the ungodly and selfish from high places, and by his own mastery establish peace on earth. A peace which, according to Isaiah, especially applies to America and the acceptance of Christos, symbolized by the eagle who is always on high. The bird that can fly the closest to the sun. Through the cross, symbolizing sacrifice of all that is undesirable, unworthy, and temporal, man will liberate himself and his own soul at the same time that he frees the divine maid of her shackles, as shadowed forth by the white swan and the winged steed Pegasus, speeding with the news to the rest of the world, not by the sword, but by the assurance that he is fully prepared to battle with and overcome all evil. The month of February and the tribe of Dan are allotted to Aquarius, and the ancient legend gave the coat of arms of the Danius of Greece as a white horse treading a serpent underfoot. The Knights of St. George especially followed this symbolism as a personal application, and of the tribe of Dan, Jacob said, quote, Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse's heel, so that his rider shall fall backwards. Cepheus is also a figure for God as king of the celestial country known as Ethiopia in the ancient initiation, in which were enacted the great dramas of the rescue of Andromeda from the sea monster by Perseus, the Knight of the Grail. Cepheus stands with his foot upon the pole of the heavens with the branch of peace in one hand. The divine maid must suffer the advances of Cetus until freed by the good knight Perseus, when she will be betrothed to him in the presence of her father, Cophius, and her mother, Cassiopeia. Cepheus, the virgin-born son, is to conquer the flesh, to win the victory over the sensual, free the Andromeda within his own soul from the snares which entangle it. Then will be given to the hero the celestial vision, kingship of the heaven within, while Perseus also frees the Andromeda within and becomes the bridegroom, receiving the highest honors that may be conferred by the chair of Cassiopeia. It will be recognized that though this is the constant drama of the heavens, it is also the drama of the human soul, composed of good and much evil, part masculine and part feminine, endeavoring to free itself from the carnal passions which hold it imprisoned. On the basis of this double drama, that of the heavens and of the human soul, all religious forms were patterned after to begin with, then changed in form as man physically and mentally in concept developed. Pisces shows two fishes swimming north and south, binding head and feet of the zodiac and man, as well as representing the equal day and night of the spring equinox. They were upheld by the band as the first decan, which is doubled and held fast to Cephas, the whale, or sea monster of Aries. The second decan is Cephas, the branch, the third, Andromeda, in chains. The band signifies the conjoining principles of nature, the union of head and feet, of wisdom and the physical. Cepheus, the branch, is the foundation of all myths concerning the Christos of the Gnostic Christians and the Christ of the formal Christians, or church, or Adonis, in reality the god of light, or the light personified through whom God is always said to have appeared to man, symbolized by the sun. And now, maybe, if you look at the cover of my book, Behold a Pale Horse, once more, you might see that symbolism there in front of your face. For as they speak to the world in symbols, when I wrote my book, I spoke back to them in their own symbols, letting them know that we're not as stupid as they think we are, nor are they as benevolent as they would profess to be. And in the front of my book, you'll see that the liberated rider of the white horse reaches for the sun. And you'll notice the rider upon the pale horse is a frail man hiding behind the mask of death upon the cover of my book.